Hello, everyone, and welcome to our continuing coverage of Cooks Cup 2018, brought to you by MC Media, CJ Killam, JR Surratt with the call on this one. It's the Par-en-Bas Sharks taking on the Avonview Avalanche. Par-en-Bas already played earlier. They were in the first game this tournament. They tied Clare, coming away with, I believe that one was 3-3 if I'm remembering correctly, but in a total they ended up getting 2.5 out of possible 5 points. And I do believe this is Avonview's first game of the tournament so far, so we'll get our first look of Avonview today.
Yeah, Avonview with a late start, so a little bit of a break for them to rest up through the morning or the early afternoon games and play their first one now. Probably means a busier day for them tomorrow, but a huge advantage for the teams who are tired already from being on the ice.
Though you could also say maybe Par-en-Bas has the chemistry going. They got those legs under them, while as Avonview, they've had the trip up as well, and then possibly even setting as well, depending on when they got here.
Well, that'll be the story of the game. Does Avonvale have the fresh legs on the ice, or does Peb have the benefit of having the experience of already playing today, or are they too tired? So which one is going to win out?
Right now, the physicality trying to get started up is hits being thrown quickly. It's Par-en-Bas in the full blue, while Avonview in the white. Both these teams, though, seem to be playing with similar colors, so that's going to make our job so much more easier.
Peb in the powder blue.
There's a big hit being thrown there by number 21. That's Miguel Dion. Again, both teams trying to make a statement early in the physical department.
Yeah, no, all the games today have been physical so far, so you got to expect they want to come out and put an imposing presence down. But no matter what, if you can throw the body, you've got to be able to follow it up with shots on net and scoring chances.
As now Avonview looking to go on the counterattack, as they just tip that one in for the dump and chase, and it looks like they go to the bench for a change. Par-en-Bas unable to clear it out of the zone, and Avonview once again sending it in deep. Avonview still with it along the outside now. Finally, Par-en-Bas able to clear it out back to the neutral zone. That one just going off of the net, and that's going to be another face-off. Is again starting out early, just into the first minute. The physicality, though, definitely being on display.
Yeah, no, some good hits, but Peb seems a little discoordinated or combobulated, really, unable to really manage a controlled exit or entrance into the zone, while Avonview is able to control the play and bring it back in. So whenever Peb's coming out, Avon's coming right back at him, and so the fresh legs right now seems to be winning in the early game.
As the Avalanche now in their own zone, looking to send it in, but a point shot by the Sharks can't get through the defender in front. Avalanche now playing the puck. It's the starting goaltender for the Avalanche tonight. Joe McDonald went out to play that one. Both teams now fighting for that puck in the corner. Sharks trying to come up with it, but a good job to knock his way in off. But now arm is up, and that's going to be a penalty against the Sharks.
Two for head contact.
Head contact penalty. And again, penalties always a big factor, especially at the high school level. You see a lot of penalties being taken. I believe that's number 17, Ethan Doucette, going into the box for that 2-minute head contact. So now Avonview going to have a great opportunity.
And they're lucky that it's not worse. Whenever you get into a head contact penalty, I mean, that can get to a long time in the box. So we'll see how Peb holds up on shorthanded play. Head
contacts can be anything from a 2 minutes to a 5-minute major, and sometimes you even see the double minor get called. So Par-en-Bas lucky just to get the 2 minutes, as you see now the Avalanche looking to regroup behind their own net. And now here come the Avalanche on the counterattack. It's number 21, Ethan Salzman. Salzman trying to get his way through, ends up coming with it deep. It's number 10 now for the Avalanche. Gives it right back to Salzman. Salzman still with it. Sending it back now behind the net. Centering pass. No one can get a stick on it. Salzman still with it. Sending it back over. That shot gets blocked. Both teams fighting for possession of the puck. Avalanche are able to come up with it. It's number 3, Koleski, with that one. Takes a quick shot, going just wide. Salzman still with it, sending it right back in towards the Par-en-Bas goaltender. That's Miguel Surratt in net for the Sharks for this one.
Avalanche players, especially defensemen on the blue line, if you're going to take that shot and try and get it deep, you've got to get it past the first man. If you can't put it on net, send it around. But those kind of shots where they go off the first man up front, that's a forward, and that's dangerous. A beautiful tip on a shot in between the legs, redirection to the far corner, beating Surratt.
Nothing Miguel Surratt can do on those deflections. You see the puck going one way, you prepare for it, and the next thing you know, it's going the other way. It looks like number 3, Koleski, leading the charge on that one.
See it here on the replay. It's going to be a long shot in. Looks kind of like a set play where the Avalanche players making that cut across, and a beautiful tip between the legs and a redirect to the corner. Surratt, I was going to say, had position, but nothing, like you said, nothing you can do on a redirect like that.
No, it was perfectly well directed there by Koleski right out in front, got the tip, and especially when you get the redirection that close to the net, there really is nothing a goaltender can do.
Yeah, there's no reaction time on that. You'd have to be cheating, expecting the bounce, and you've got to play the shot. So that first penalty early puts them down, and like we've spoken in previous games, you're going to have to stay out of the box in this one and keep clean. So we'll see how Peb replies. Are they able to stay on the ice and play good hockey, or do they get a little frustrated now that they're behind and take more penalties?
And this game is especially important for Par-en-Bas because they only walked away from their first game with 2.5 points. So they didn't get the full win, and as we've seen a lot of the other teams, no other team has walked away with when they both Sir-John A. both Sir-John A. and West Kings getting away with 4.5 points. So both of them pretty much solidifying themselves getting into the playoff round. That's what both these teams trying to fight for. Only a couple round-robin games before we already get in.
Yeah, no, you're going to need to get as many points as you can. And if Peb's already down, they need to make sure this is a statement game. Otherwise, if Sir-John A. or those other teams come in and score another big game, that'll seed them pretty highly.
And here comes Avonview. Avalanche going right back on the attack. Miguel Surratt gets a piece of that one, and it stays out. Avalanche, though, still right on the attack. Tried to shoot it through. Couldn't get through all the bodies. Avalanche still with it behind the net. Centering pass. That shot goes wide.
Surratt didn't see that one till late. That pass came out quick and a one-timer wide. If that was on net and to the gap, Surratt had no chance again.
Avalanche, another point shot. That one goes high and wide above the net. Avalanche, though, still with it in the attacking zone. A nifty little centering pass. That one goes right back out to the point, and that shot again going wide. Avalanche still trying to press their advantage.
Peb's just back on their heels right now. They try and set it around, and it gets out. Too hot to handle at the blue line. But Peb is kind of reeling with the Avalanche just basically dictating play.
Avonview doing an excellent job early here. They're in control now. Here comes number 4. It's Rogers coming in for the Avalanche. Another centering pass right out front of Miguel Surratt, who just leaves it there instead of going for the cover. Avalanche still with it, going out and just able to clear it. Defenseman not able to get to hold it in time. Sharks now trying to regroup, but a good job by Avalanche to continue to put pressure on any Sharks skater with the puck.
Yeah, a little bit of an offside there. He was coming out of the zone and touched it while he was in, so the faceoff's going to come down. Going to come down just outside the Avalanche end. But Avalanche, again, heavy control, heavy zone control. Peb is really back on their heels, so if the discussion is about the fresh legs or the experience, right now it's the fresh legs.
You can definitely see Sharks a little bit on the back end right now, reeling a bit after giving up one early. But the Sharks now trying to maintain possession, but far offside, so they have to wave off, and now it's the Avalanche looking to go on the counterattack. It's number 21, Salzman, coming in again. That shot goes up and into the netting.
Shots currently 5-3 in favor of the Avalanche.
So the shot total's not really showing the kind of discrepancy in like puck possession, as the Avalanche have definitely maintained possession of the puck far more, but Par-en-Bas still trying to get some shots going. Face off, controlled by the Sharks. Now they try to cycle the puck along the boards and get it back out. Sharks, though, having to regroup again behind their own net. Great forecheck by the Avalanche. Again, not giving the Sharks any time at all with the puck. Sharks having to make quick decisions, and they're just not meeting the task right now.
Yeah, no, full-time forecheck basically by the Avalanche. They're not allowing Peb to set up in their own end. It's a sweeping rotation forecheck right now. 2 to 3 men in there challenging at all times.
That point shot goes all the way through. Miguel Surratt able to corral the rebound and cover up for another faceoff.
You can tell he's a little frustrated with that first one, even though there was no chance of him to save it. the confidence level's not there. Just a simple glove like that, rebound that was right out and open, he has to cover that up. His team's got to get him some support and show that they can control it in their own end, because right now, even though it's low shot count, he's under assault.
Puck able to come out of the Sharks zone, but Avalanche just very quickly sending it right back down. Now here come the Sharks behind their own net, looking to come back out on the attack. And there's a streaking forward coming in alone, shoots, save by McDonald.
Nice back check there by number 4 on the Avalanche, Blake Rogers. A good hustle to take a whack at that stick, so the Peb player couldn't get a full shot off, but good positioning by the goalie McDonald to make that stop.
Yeah, it was Miguel Dion with Par-en-Bas' best chance, as you see here. He comes in, tries to pick his shot, but McDonald does a good job with his positioning, and he just waits for the shot and makes the save. Face off now in Par-en-Bas' zone. Bit of a tie-up, and it's the Sharks with it now, looking to go on the attack, but Avalanche able to take it away. Both teams fighting for possession along the face-off circle, and Par-en-Bas comes up with it. Here comes Josh Green. Green coming in, gets his pocket picked. Now Avalanche looking to go the other way. Here come the Avalanche. Carrying it up, it's Davidson. Davidson sending that one along the boards. And it looks like the game plan for the Avalanche now is keep that puck deep and see if chances are coming from it. And now Par-en-Bas looking to go for those stretch passes, but that one just a little bit too far.
I don't know what kind of stretch pass that was, because there was no one to pass to. It was like a long dump that didn't even get close to center ice. So icing will bring it all the way back down. Fresh legs for both teams coming in. Although that was a beautiful headman pass, generating a great chance. But like we said, the great back check by the Avalanche player to disrupt the shot. Long shot from just the top of the face-off circle. Surratt gets a clean look at that one. But without that back check, that might have been a deke move or a stronger shot from the Peb player.
And also maybe a better chance of getting the rebound off of that first initial shot. But when you got that pressure on, you kind of get forced to keep up with your speed, which means you end up overskating the net, not able to be in a good position for a rebound.
Yeah, you don't exactly get the chance to take the time that you want. You're pressured into that quick decision. We got a penalty here. Looks like a trip.
Yeah, and looks like it's going to be a tripping call going against the Avalanche. So now Par-en-Bas going to get an opportunity to tie this one up. They gave up the goal on the power play. Now they need to take advantage of their special teams opportunities.
Yeah, the problem is Peb needs to basically enforce some zone control in the offensive end, and they have been unable to do any of that. The only quality chance they've had is from a head-man pass. So now with the man advantage, they've really got to settle down and show that they can get some of that control in.
As a quick shot from the point from Miguel Dion. McDonald able to wrangle that one up. Yes, this might be the first time that the Sharks able to really get some sustained offensive pressure. Most of their offensive chances have come off the rush as the Sharks winning the faceoff there. Dion sending that one back. That shot going just wide of the net. Now it's number 12 for Par-en-Bas with it, sending it right back to Dion. Dion sending it back to the far boards. Cross-ice pass. Another cross-ice pass, but couldn't get there in time. Good job by the Avalanche defender to break that one up.
Yeah, Blake Rogers with a big hit on the check there to make sure that player didn't have a chance, but that cross-ice pass would have been a beautiful opportunity.
As another shot from the point just going wide of the net. Both teams now fighting for that puck along the boards. Avalanche is looking to kill off some seconds here along the boards. Par-en-Bas finally able to clear it up, but still Avalanche come up with it. A stick lift, but just in the nick of time, the Avalanche defender able to clear it out.
The Avalanche team seems to be not challenging as much like they would on the forecheck. In the offensive end, their forecheck is strong. On the power or penalty kill right now, they're basically sitting back in the box. They're not challenging out too far. They're controlling the area that they want to control in, and that's the inside box. If Peb wants to control to the outside, pass it along, the Avalanche is letting them do that. But anything inside towards the crease, that's their space.
And that's what they've said. We want to keep that center ice because that's where those high-quality chances come from. And we saw that on that cross-ice pass that Avalanche were able to intercept that and take away a prime scoring chance away. As now the Sharks looking to get right back on. Less than 45 seconds left on their man advantage. Here comes Smith. Smith tries for a centering pass. McDonald gets a stick on it. Puck still loose in front, but no Shark able to get to it. It's number 14. Smith still with it. Cross ice over. Fans on the shot Wallace had a great opportunity, but fans. Sharks still with it from the point, gets all the way through right into the glove of McDonald.
Looks like number 77, Hayden Young, down there on the ice, got dumped by Sam Miller, number 55. Even though the puck wasn't under his possession, kind of clearing a path there for his goalie to see. And then once he's dumped on the ice, he's looking at the ref like, come on, I didn't have the puck. How about a penalty on that one?
See the replay here on that shot from the point.
Punk.
Ends up going right all the way through. And a good cover-up there by McDonald. Now Sharks, 10 seconds left on the man advantage. Time for one more rush with the extra skater, but Avalanche send that right back, and that'll probably do it for the man advantage for the Sharks, as now they are 0 for 1 on the power play.
And you got to give some credit to Peb, though, on that power play. That cross-ice pass was pretty much reminiscent of the Mariners and how they do that play. They set up going to one side, and instead of taking the shot, they send it right back to the other because the goalie's already cheating to cross.
Now Par-en-Bas looking to go on the counterattack. They have some speed, but a good defensive play there, number 32, just poking that one away. And now here come the Avalanche looking to go right back. That puck just out of reach, and now Sharks send it right back.
Yeah, I'm not sure who it was now. It might have been number 6 who was going in when he had that puck stolen away from him. He was unhappy with that result. Yeah, and there's an extra slash.
And that's going to draw a penalty as the arm is up from the ref. And that's number 6 for the slash. So just as you said, JR, you saw it, and so did the referee, and he's going to call that every single time.
I saw it was coming like 10 seconds before. He had the breakaway, he had a chance, and the Avalanche defender came back and took the puck away from him, and he was upset. He gave him a couple extra shots, and that carried or continued as the play went forward, got the extra slash there, and the back referee saw that clear as day, so 2 minutes in the box. Hopefully it doesn't cost them, because going down 2 right now will basically give up this first period.
Definitely, and that's where the first goal came on the power play off of a nice deflection there for number 3, Ryan Koleski. As now Avalanche looking to get that power play going again. That shot from the point kicked away by Miguel Surratt. And now puck right back up at the blue line. Avalanche looking to move it around. That shot swallowed up again by Miguel Surratt.
That shot was easy to see. That was clean through, able to glove that one clean. But the point shot for number 5, Gavin O'Connell, that was a strong shot that was screened from the defenseman. The forward went up there to challenge the shooter and went right low to block, but it still came through hard and fast. So that one was harder to track.
Avalanche able to win the face-off again as he fans on the passing attempt.
Works for him, though.
Still with it now. Everyone was expecting the pass, so it worked. And again, another point shot. Again, it looks like that Avonview, the Avalanche, they're looking for those tips the same way they scored the first one. But, you know, you have kind of 2 options when you shoot from the point. You can either go with the man in front and trying the screen, or you can go with the deflection way, which in that one, you kind of want your guys not standing in front of the net, kind of off to the sides of it so you can get the stick and get that touch in.
Yeah, but what they need to do right now is keep shots low. They want to hit Surratt in the pads and generate extra chances for the players down by the blue paint. You keep shooting high and clean at him, he's going to glove those down no problem. You've got to generate some difficulties for him and hit him low.
It's face-off now, right in front of the Par-en-Bas bench. Won once again by the Avonview Avalanche. Avalanche doing a good job in the face-off circle in this one, as now they're trying to regroup in their own zone. Avalanche still with it, looking to create some space. Now it's the Sharks, a turnover, but that one goes right into the glove of Joe McDonald.
If there's one thing I wish we had, not only for these games but for the Mariners games, it's more advanced stats. All we've got on the board are the shots. We can't see any kind of offensive control time, how long they were in the zone, right, hits or anything like that. All those intangibles that you're going to get in the game, all we see is the score and shots, and you've got to kind of mentally pay attention to what's going on. It would be awesome to have those stats to see how the teams are performing through the tournament.
And if we had the budget for a stats guy, JR, I would say we should invest in that. But as it goes, we don't even have a staff budget for commentators. We're all volunteers here.
We just need a volunteer stats guy, clearly.
Well, you know, if there's anyone out there listening who really likes counting stats for hockey games, we would love to have them.
Math fans, come out and watch some hockey.
But typically you don't get the math fans and sports fans. You know, they don't cross over too often.
Well, that's because usually they're thinking, oh, it's sports. I don't want to do sports. I do the math. And then you just show them the math side. It's all about numbers.
That pass errant pass goes just out of reach of the intended target, and now it's the Avalanche looking to go right back on the attack. Still about 20 seconds left on their man advantage. Sharks, though, doing a good job on this penalty kill, and this could be an opportunity. 2-on-1, Dion with it. Tried to get it through, but ran out of space, and that was an easy save for McDonald.
Yeah, but that was a good 5-hole shot. That hit the inside of the right pad for McDonald. So the shot was on, just at a horrible angle.
Avalanche looking to go right back on the counterattack, and that one somehow gets through Miguel Surratt. That's one he's definitely not going to be happy about. He thought he had the post hugged. I thought he had the post hugged from what I could see, but I guess there was a puck-sized hole, and that was found by the Avalanche player.
Everyone but the puck thought he had that post locked down. I don't think we're going to get a good shot on the overhit because you're going to see here he pinches the post. I think it goes right through 5-hole legs.
So we'll see here. You see it's going right
through.
It's yeah, right in, but it looks like it goes right through the 5-hole and catches the far side of the net.
Yeah.
And goes in.
And one leg down, one leg up. So it's basically the gap between your knee and the thigh, and it went right through there. So just blind luck, seeing eye puck to make its way through that one, and the Avalanche up 2.
Avalanche right now with coming up on a minute 40 left in the first period. Look like they're going to walk out of this period with at least with the 1 point available, as now Avalanche again going right back on the attack but can't get past the skater in front. Both teams now fighting for that puck along the boards. Now Par-en-Bas trying to respond to some physicality.
Got to be careful there. That's number 17, Ethan Dowsett, with some serious head contact there, and the back referee coming right in on that one. I know they're going to be a little bit frustrated now down 2, and they can't get out of their play. They can't allow this to dictate how they play. They got to play clean, stay out of the box, and try and get back in this one. But if you try to change it with physical play and draw more penalties, it's just using a shovel to go deeper.
That's an offside call right in front of the Sharks bench. 1:05 left. Shot still pretty even, 11-9 for Avon, in favor of Avonview. But again, Miguel Surratt, he let in that bad one, and that first high-quality one he can't really fault with. But the 9 shots the Par-en-Bas has had so far haven't really been those type of high-quality shots you really want to try and take, as we're coming up on the final minute here in the first. And here comes Par-en-Bas right back on the attack. But again, just a little bit of hesitation, and that's going to be offside. Yeah,
you'd make one move too many at the blue line, and your lineman trying to come in with you just overstep. So sometimes, as much as you want to kind of make that extra move, you got to bring it in to keep everyone offside. Or onside, I should say.
Face-off won by the Avalanche, who send that one deep into their own zone. Avalanche now trying to clear it out, but held in by the Sharks. A bouncing puck from the point. Rebound out in front. Still loose in front. That one, though, just hitting the side of the net. Avalanche with it behind their own net, looking to clear it out. Avalanche now trying to carry it through, but the puck just gets away from them, and now here come the Sharks again on a counterattack. Sharks coming in, cross-ice pass. No one can get there. Arm is up for the penalty. And this one, I believe, is going against the Avalanche. Looks like a slash going against number 55, who seems to not agree with the referee.
What? People disagree with the referees? People have no trust these days.
It's like Sidney Crosby started a trend or something. You see here on the replay.
Sidney was not the one that started that.
As you see on the replay here, you can clearly see that little extra whack there. And the referee going to call that, especially when it's on a scoring opportunity.
And there are good penalties to take and bad penalties, and that was likely a good penalty because that was a huge scoring chance. And without that slash, that puck might have been right on the stick.
Final 10 seconds here as Avonview just trying to kill off the final few seconds here. Sharks maybe have a chance for one more shot, but nope, that's going to do it here in the first period. So Avonview gets themselves 1 point out of the possible 5 available, winning the period here in the, I believe this is the 4th game of the Cooks Cup tournament so far. It's been a long day for me so far, JR.
Unless you don't count the girls' tournament.
Game 4 of the official Cooks Cup tournament.
Okay,
First game we had was the
girls' exhibition.
Girls' exhibition, which we have again following the opening ceremonies after this game. We have the second girls' exhibition, Par-en-Bas versus Yarmouth.
I always found that a little strange that the opening ceremonies aren't at the opening, but I understand that getting everyone down here for this, so it is what it is. It's interesting, though, to play games and then say, hey, we're going to start to play games. But, hey, it works. You do what you can with the schedule.
I believe even the Olympics does that now, that they have some actual sporting events start before they have their official opening ceremonies.
That's just because some people can't wait. Impatient.
And I'm going to say Olympics now as much as I can, because once they actually start up, then we start getting cease and desist letters.
Right.
As now we're about to start into the second period. 2-0 lead for Avonview, though they are shorthanded for another minute and 32 seconds. Par-en-Bas looking to get at least one on the board, take a lead in the period scoring. Off of the face-off, the Sharks able to gain possession. Sharks now looking to carry that one up and through. Carrying it behind the net along the boards. Sharks still with it, but that pass out of reach of his intended target, and all the way back down it goes.
Yeah, with this short, we'll call an intermission, it's tough for Surrett as the goalie who's let that one in to give it a chance to really forget about it and reset. You just get a short break, collect yourself, and get back in net. So it's almost like a timeout instead of a whole intermission.
And also you have to take into fact that how the quality of the ice seriously dropping now. They're going to play a whole period now on pretty bad ice that's already had a game of action before the flood, and then you have to and then go from playing on really bad ice to into the third period. You're going to have a fresh sheet to work with. As the Avalanche looking to dump this one up and go right back on the attack. They're still short-handed for another 30 seconds. There's a big hit being thrown there along the corner. Par-en-Bas still fit behind their own net, looking to go on one more counterattack on their man advantage. That one able to be deflected in, but Avalanche send that one right back.
Yeah, the Avalanche are strong play in both ends right now, and Peb is just having a hard time having their own presence, and the only time they've had any kind of offensive control was that first setup for the power play when the Avalanche basically let them have the outside box and controlled the center part of the ice.
Avalanche doing an excellent job on that blue line defense, and again, another kill there by the Avalanche. So now Par-en-Bas 0 for 2 on the power play. But now they're trying to go on the counterattack. But again, that passes just seem to be a little bit out of the reach of their intended target. It's a cross-ice pass, unable to be received by anyone. Now here come the Avalanche. Going on the counterattack, here they come. Another cross-ice pass and a big hit there and takes out the goaltender. Miguel Surrett trying to get back into position. Avalanche, a point shot up into the glove, and Surrett able to calm that one down.
Yeah, it looks like, what's that, Jace Phillips, number 12, that got dumped there in the center of the ice, and then he drifted right into the goalie. Nope. So a little bit of bowling going on the ice, but able to reset and make that save.
Yeah, Miguel Surrett was very much in scramble mode there, as now the Sharks able to win that face-off, but can't clear it out along the boards. Avalanche now, still with possession, carrying it up, try to go for the cross ice, but Miguel Surrett does a good job blocking that pass. Sharks with it now, trying to clear it out and pass the boards, as the Avalanche continue to put on pressure on the forecheck, trying to keep that puck in the attacking zone. Puck heading back towards Miguel Surrett, and again, Sharks stick handlers being harassed every opportunity by the Avalanche.
The Avalanche are just imposing their will on any part of this ice on Peb right now. And a pocket picked here with a big chance for a break.
And here comes the Avalanche. It's Koleski sending it over. A shot. That one goes high and above, but bounces out right in front of Miguel Surrett. That was a dangerous play and a very favorable whistle by the referee, though he was on the opposite side of the ice.
Hugely favorable whistle. But the puck was wide open and available on the other side, so the ref couldn't see it. But the goalie looked down and kind of controlling, so the whistle came. Favorable for Peb right now. Get this face-off instead of a challenge right in the blue paint.
Though Miguel Surrett once again getting an unfavorable bounce as that shot went hard right off the glass and then bounced right in front of the blue paint. So Miguel Surrett having a little bit of an unlucky game so far in this one.
Well, with that one that went through the legs, he's going to consider everything unlucky from that point on. Like I said, he needs to forget and get some good saves under his belt, but he's just kind of under assault with the Avalanche.
As that number 44 for Par-en-Bas, Zach Darcy trying to make some fancy moves, get the offense going, but once again the puck ends up right back on the sticks of the Avalanche. Avalanche now just trying to send that one forward. maybe get to a change, but the Sharks sending it right back. As McDonald's out to leave it for his defender.
Ooh.
And that's a knee-on-knee right there, and that's going to be painful. A little bit of an unintended knee-on-knee collision. I think that's why the ref didn't put his arm up, but that's definitely going to be a hard one.
Oh, that could be some serious injury there. The trainer's coming out for that now. But they were both moving full speed, and you could tell from when the leg spun. I can't quite see the number down there.
It looked almost like a situation where both players knew they were going fast, and then they both tried to avoid each other, and their legs just ending up making connection.
When you're skating like that, you have to turn on the plant leg, and the plant leg is the one closest to the person you're trying to avoid. So if you both make that turn and collide, that's going to be bad. It looks like number 16, Ryland D'Entremont. That's Pebs. Jack Sheenan.
Yeah, and that is number 16. Looks like to be getting up now, but it doesn't look like he's putting really any pressure on that other leg. Trying to get through it now. Well, he's back up and he's headed towards the bench instead of the locker room. So you have to take that as a positive sign.
Well, the trainer will be on the bench to take a look at him. So
as we'll see here on the replay,
you see them both coming around basically full tilt and and they just plowed.
And part of that was also that goaltender, McDonald, kind of acting like a screen for the Par-en-Bas skater. He didn't realize there was even anyone behind there or where exactly he was until McDonald had already gone back into his net.
Once he played the puck and got out of the way, it was full tilt from both sides. You didn't have a lot of opportunity to make a decision on that one.
A quick face-off win and a shot from the Sharks, and McDonald very quickly gobbles right back up. 11-14 left here in the second. Avonview, 2-0 lead. Both goals scored in the first period, so the second period scoring. Still looking for the first one. Avalanche now looking to go right back on the counterattack, and here comes Avonview. Avonview carrying it up, but unable to get through all the sticks of the Par-en-Bas Sharks.
Looks like Sheehan is still there on the bench, not really getting any attention, just trying to work through the pain of that one.
As that one right out in front, sent just wide by number 17, Matt Benedict for the Avalanche. Still able to maintain possession are the Avalanche, and that's going to be offside as a number 9 for the Avalanche. Wasn't paying attention, Cole Bautier. So that offensive rush ending in an offside chance.
Yeah, Will Canes on the other side of the blue line, though, might have been offside as well.
So we see here another big hit, maybe a little bit of retaliation from Avalanche for their injured teammate who's, again, he just seems to be sitting on the bench, maybe having a bit of a conversation, but doesn't seem to be too much work being done.
Well, coach is trying to ask him basically, are you hurting? Are you going to play? It looks like the trainer's taking him aside now. He's walking on it. He's putting pressure on it, so that's a good sign.
There's a quick shot turned aside by Miguel Surratt as the Avalanche continue to put on a lot of pressure, and it looks like, yeah, he's headed off to the far side of the bench past the backup goaltender.
Yeah, they want him to at least sit down off of that one for a while and not be in the play. So,
Avalanche could not settle it, and now here could be a good opportunity for the Sharks, but good recovery, but did end up taking a penalty during that. Maybe another one of those smart penalties, because if he didn't take that, that might have been a breakaway.
Yeah, right. And you know what? At this point, if I'm the Avalanche and I have a chance to either give up a breakaway or take a penalty, take the penalty. We mostly have offensive zone control anyway on these kills. Peb's not been able to really solidify and get any control in the offensive end. They're not threatening right now. If they have a threatening breakout, take the penalty. Those are good penalties to take.
That's number 12, Jace Phillips for the Avalanche, taking that one. And Avalanche win the face-off and take a hard slap shot all the way down, and his puck bounces a bit on Miguel Surratt, who just leaves it there for his defender. Sharks now coming up on the break out.
It's okay.
I'm a little rusty, JR. It's been over a year since I've done some commentary.
That's why you got to come down and visit more often, man.
I only have so many vacation days.
Call in sick.
I only have so many sick days.
Well, stop wasting them on being sick.
Can't help my very poor immune system.
Sure you can.
And here comes the Avalanche to take a quick shot and saved by Miguel Surratt. 9:14 left here in the second period, and another minute 19 for the man advantage for the Sharks.
Oh, it's great to have the amount of coaches that these teams do in the stands. I mean, you've got a whole coaching team on the bench, but when you've got another 20 to 30 coaches in the stands, it's pretty impressive. Peb player had the puck just after center ice, not even to the blue line, and I heard 2 or 3 calls for shoot over here from the fans to my right. So a little bit eager on that one to pull the trigger. Got to give them time to get in the zone. Looks like they got problems with the door now down there on the Avalanche side. Wasn't closing.
It's like they got that all figured out. It's a little bit of extended rest there for the Avalanche.
Referees have to have so many skills. You know, you got door repair, you got ice repair, you got to be your own bouncer to stop the fights from happening. They're underpaid.
Yeah, I would probably agree with that as well, from what I hear.
I was like, what's with the delay? You were really thinking that one through? I'm sure Jeff would appreciate that.
I was trying to think of a more witty response, but nothing came up. I'm going to be honest.
That's okay.
I threw a blank there. I was waiting for the wit to come in, and it just never did. As the Sharks going back in on the counterattack, another cross-ice pass intercepted by the Avalanche. Sharks still on the power play for another 45 seconds. Par-en-Bas.
Par-en-Bas, or the Sharks, not Sharks, the Avalanche, I should say, again, boxing out, having control, but not really challenging up to that blue line. They're letting them play up there as long as they want because the shots aren't really coming in with any kind of threat from that range.
Par-en-Bas still with it again. Avalanche giving them their space on the outside. A one-timer, again, going wide of the net. The rebound gets directed and knocked aside by McDonald.
Good box out down there. They're not checking the player that's down in front right away, but if the shot comes near, it's a good box out. They're allowing him to set up down there because he's not a threat without the puck.
Sharks still with it again, sending it back up to the point. Fans on it, and that could be dangerous. Here come the Avalanche. Avalanche now trying to build up some speed. Dodge one check.
I was going to say, did that open the door, or they just happened to shift after he hit it?
And here they come again. A nice move, a shot, and scores! That's number 4, Blake Rogers with a nifty move, beating Miguel Surratt.
The Peb defense upset on that one, knowing they had a chance to shut that down, missing the check, allowing the player to get behind him, and a nice wrist shot. I'm concerned for Surratt. They may pull him at this point, down 3 goals, and really, I mean, the first goal was nothing he could do. The second goal, you know, a small gap, he gets beat, but that one seemed like a weak one from the wing.
See here on the replay, some fantastic moves there by Rogers. Just makes the defenseman look foolish, and a beautiful shot right up and above Miguel Surratt. And now we have a 3-0 lead for the Avalanche as Sharks looking to respond quickly there, but turned aside by McDonald.
And a 3-0. Oh, and a big hit there as the defenseman tried to keep him in. D'Entremont, number 3, tried to keep the play in the zone, but he just got leveled himself.
Now it's the Avalanche looking to go right back on the counterattack, but the Sharks once again dumping it right in onto McDonald. Avalanche now with the puck behind their own net. Looking to get it out, but the Sharks keep it in on the attacking zone. Here come the Sharks, trying to get some space. A centering pass goes to no one, but ends up right back on the sticks of the Sharks from the point. And that shot gets turned aside by McDonald. Another shot again sent aside by McDonald. Now the Sharks looking, trying to get some sustained offensive pressure. Still another shot, another save by McDonald, who wisely makes the decision to corral that puck and cover it up for a faceoff.
Yeah, no, they're getting shots on. Almost tied now, 18-19 in favor of the Avalanche, but they're just not threatening shots. These are weak shots from a distance that the Avalanche goalie, Joe McDonald's, able to track and, you know, corral cleanly. They don't have anyone down low that's in the blue paint that's fighting for it. So these are just one-offs, right? Even that big rebound, he had a whole 2-foot rebound, able to corral it himself and bring it back before there was any kind of threat.
Avalanche doing a great job of, again, boxing out and keeping Par-en-Bas out of that center ice, which is the highest quality chances come from. And now a dump in, and now it's a dump in chase as the Sharks able to knock that one away, but the Avalanche still with it, trying to carry into the center of the ice, kicked away by Miguel Surratt. Avalanche though able to corral a rebound, still with it now. Avalanche looking to move it along the boards. Still with it is Avonview, but now the Sharks able to get it away. But that forward pass gets intercepted. And again, that was Rogers. Just scored once, makes a great defensive play, and now he's going in on the forecheck. Avalanche centering up in front, but no one there to receive that, so now the Sharks able to clear it out.
That was a beautiful pass out front, too. If there was another Avalanche player there, that was golden in front of the blue paint. But unfortunately, it was just a whole collection of Peb players, and on 2-on-0 now.
Oh, unable to finish on that one is number 7. Fantastic move. He beat McDonald, but just couldn't finish it off.
McDonald got the pad out for that one, so able to jam him up, and the shot went wide.
It was Yannick Cotreau, number 7. That fantastic offensive opportunity, as you see here. He has McDonald beat, and he just fans on the shot. That would have been a great opportunity for Par-en-Bas to tie up the scoring in this period and bring this down back to just a 2-goal deficit. Right now it's the Avalanche again. Try to clear it out along the boards. Held in by the Sharks, but that shot from the point is blocked. And here come the Avalanche. Avalanche now just dump it in on Miguel Surrett, who just catches that one for another face-off.
And it may not look like much, but for Surrett right now down in net, any saves will help rebuild confidence on those goals. So, you know, even though it's a non-threatening shot, you think that means nothing, every save helps us put blocks back into that confidence.
Face-off now. Won by the Avalanche, but controlled by the Sharks. Now here could be another 2-on-1. Coming in, a shot off the post. Hayden Young unable to beat the iron.
He might have gotten that off the top of the goalie stick there, and then that redirected to the post. So it was coming in hot, but a great chance, just unable to capitalize.
A little unlucky bounce there for the Avalanche, but again, Young unable to capitalize. Now here come the Avalanche the other way. Avalanche coming in at Salzman. Salzman, though, loses it and gets taken out. A big hit there. Maybe, I think some people and fans think it's a little bit late as Young sends another shot wide.
It was close to late. Like if you looked at that in slow motion, it might look late. But physical play, we got a delayed penalty here. Physical play is picking up. The frustration levels of Peb are coming out.
But it looks like Avalanche taking the first one there for a head contact. We'll see if anything else came of the extracurriculars after it. As you see here on the replay, that final last little hit.
That was a huge blind hit there.
That was a big one. He lined him up. But it looks like it's just the one penalty on the board going against Avonview.
And it's 4 minutes.
It's a 4-minute head contact penalty. That's going against number 21, Ethan Salzman, who seems to be complaining to his coaches that he can't believe he got called for it. It's a lot of hand movements in the
he's a hand talker.
And the exasperated hand movements is.
Yeah, well, I mean, sometimes with a size differential on some kids, you could do a normal check, and what would hit chest or shoulders is going to hit a kid high in the head just because you're taller. I have no idea who he hit or whatever, but I'm just saying things like that will happen. You need to pay attention to all those things when you're throwing a check. And a huge bouncing buck almost goes right into the Avalanche net.
A weird own goal almost right there as it bounced off, I think, a couple players before. Thankfully for Avalanche, just going harmlessly wide is a one-timer from the Par-en-Bas Shark right into the goal trapper of
the what?
Of McDonald, the goal trapper.
The goal trapper. Is that what they call nets?
No, it's what they call the glove.
No, the glove doesn't catch goals because they're not goals if they're in there. The net would kind of be the goal trapper.
Yeah, but the glove traps the possible goals from getting in.
Oh, I miss you, CJ.
It's a new term, JR.
Oh, I can tell it's a new term, trust me.
And another 10 years, everyone will be saying it as Miguel Surrett.
As a meme, maybe.
Catches that one and leaves it for his defender as the Sharks now looking to go on the counterattack. Par-en-Bas, 2:55 left on their power play advantage. But again, Avonview sending that one all the way back to Surrett. Surrett leaves it for his defenseman. Sends it over to Dion. Miguel Dion trying to send that one up. Avalanche looking to just once again get out of the attacking zone. A good move there by number 55. Pushes his man off the body. But the Sharks not giving up on this one. Sharks still with it now behind the net. Able to come out over to the boards. Sharks still with it, sending it back out to the point. But Dion unable to corral it. Now they're going to have to all go back and touch up.
And the first minor's about to expire.
That one, Avalanche able to send all the way back down, and that'll do it here probably for the first 2 minutes of the double minor. Back up to Young.
He tried to get fancy with that one. Instead of looking for the puck, tried to judge it and then went face forward with his stick down to catch it between his legs. And, of course, he missed it.
Another more of that physical play on display here on the instant replay. As Par-en-Bas, they're losing on the goal sheet, but they're definitely throwing more hits. But at the end of the game, you only score the goals.
Yeah, no, like I said, physical play can get you back into a game. It can cost momentum, but you can't win by hitting someone. As much as you want to, as much as the frustration builds, the only way you get back at that team is beating them on the goals. You put them on the scoreboard.
Now it's the Sharks with the puck at the point, sending it back over. Par-en-Bas still with it now on the face-off circle. That shot can't get through all the bodies, and the Avalanche send that one right back through. Also thinking that the quality of the ice at this point, after having played almost 2 full periods on it, is definitely affecting some things. As you're seeing the passes just not being as crisp as you normally see, and I think both teams having a little bit of trouble adjusting to that. As now it's Cutro coming in on the counter-attack, tried another cross-ice pass, but again sent right back by the Avalanche.
With 1:39 left here in the second period and about 1:05 left in the power play, Peb unable to really set up in that offensive end. Again, the Avalanche with pressure and a forecheck and a strong defensive end. They're clearing it out every time they get a chance. Yeah, you keep calling him Miguel. It's Austin.
Well, I'm only going off of what I have on my game sheet, and they unfortunately gave me the wrong name. But we have been corrected that instead of Miguel, it is Austin Surrett, so now I'll use my pen and rechange that up.
We get picked on from everyone up here.
Everyone's a critic. As Par-en-Bas looking to go right back on the counterattack. Another big hit, this time being thrown by the Avalanche.
And I'll be honest, I know the parents of the kid, and I was like, I didn't realize his name was Miguel. Like, I always thought it was something else. But I'm like, oh, no, whatever it is. It's on the sheet. Maybe I'm wrong.
Listen, there's a lot of kids in this hockey tournament. I can only call what I'm given on my sheet.
Oh, they've got him listed as 24.
So maybe there's a number 24 who's Miguel.
Miguel could be 24. We'll have to find out.
There's another shot from Par-en-Bas Sharks. Looks like deflects off a body, goes up and into the netting. We got 26 seconds left here in the second. As that looks like a missed high sticking being shown on the replay there.
What referees don't miss calls?
I feel like referees do miss some calls. I'm pretty generous on referees. I've mostly done instant replay a lot. So I've been one of the guys, every single time I see something, I go back and I look over everything. They get it right 8 times out of 10. That's a pretty good average as a shot just going wide of the net. And now Par-en-Bas looking to go back on the counterattack. But Avalanche dump it right back in, and that's probably going to do it for us here in the second period. 7.7 left. Face-off one by the Sharks. That dump in able to be corralled by Avalanche. You just send it far down on Austin Surrett. And that'll do it here for the second period as Avonview able to get themselves another point, scoring 1 in the period. A 3-0 lead for Avonview. Again, you are watching our continuing coverage of Cooks Cup 2018. Stay tuned. We'll be back after the flood for the third period. Hello and welcome back to our continuing coverage of the 2018 Cooks Cup Tournament. Right now we're about to start the third period here between Par-en-Bas Sharks and the Avonview Avalanche. Avalanche with a 3-0 lead coming into this one.
And 2 period wins.
2 period wins as well, but they're still, it's just a 3-goal lead that isn't an insurmountable. You're in my head, JR. I can't get you out.
That's what it's like, buddy. I'm in there forever now.
The Avalanche able to win the face-off and now going right back onto the attack. Par-en-Bas, though, still with an opportunity to get the win back as well as at least maybe win this period to come out of this game with at least 1 point.
Yeah, they're going to want to at least win this period, but if they can't, that's going to put them in a serious hole going forward. What was their score in the first game? Was it 3-3 they had?
It was a 3-3, so they walked away with 2.5 points. And so far this tournament, no team has walked away with the full 5 points.
Yeah, no. So you've got a chance depending on how teams do, but you don't want to set the precedent of being a low point-scoring team with the first 2 games. So fresh ice here. We're going to see who adapts to it fastest since they've had to play with a bit of snow.
Was a shot there, and it looks like Austin Surratt there with the new ice. He went pretty far out on that one. Again, that's that adjusting to what the ice level is, and the ice going to have a lot more slip now.
Yeah, sorry for the incorrect names, folks. We have rosters that have been printed out from probably when the teams first sent out their rosters, and as such, we don't have any corrections. We're told Miguel isn't playing. He's actually up in the skybox watching, we're told, and Austin has his jersey, so number 31 Surratt went to Austin, but the sheet said Miguel, so that's what we've been going with.
Yeah, don't be afraid if you hear us calling the wrong one to come by and drop us a little written note if there's any roster changes, because again, we don't know. I can only call off the list that I'm given.
Yeah, we had a Barrington player come up and updated us on the jersey changes, Derek McCarthy, so we're thanking him for that one.
It's an off the icing call going back into Avonview's side of the ice. Is face-off now being won by Par-en-Bas. Good backhanded opportunity going just wide.
Oh, you are down close. You are basically in the blue paint. You need to put the puck on net at least. Make the goalie make a save.
That's number 77, Hayden Young. Again, he's a big body with that long stick, and he tried to take advantage there, but he just had that stick a bit too wide and sent that one going careering past the net.
That was the best opportunity they've had most of this game now in the latter half for sure. Wide open in net all kinds of time, but just too hard on the trigger pull and sent that one wide. He wants that one back for sure, but they're going to get another face-off down here in the offensive end. Maybe they can generate something again.
Face-off, though, controlled by the Avalanche. They're now trying to clear it out. Avalanche get it up into the neutral zone, but Par-en-Bas Sharks unable to clear it. Avalanche still with it now, looking to go right back on the counterattack. Again, the puck can't be corralled by the Sharks, and Avalanche taking advantage. A shot in on Surratt, who's able to knock it away. Avalanche, though, dump it right back in, looking to continue the offensive pressure.
And that's a good heads up by the Avalanche D-man on the blue line. Instead of winding up for a shot with the forward there blocking him, he made sure to send it to the boards and in deep, allowing his forwards to go play it.
As that dump in goes all the way through, and now that's going to be an icing call. As you see, that's another effect of having the fresh ice. What used to not be an icing dump in now is, with no more of those extra ice shaving piles all over the rink.
Now that you're not playing outside in the snow on a pond, it's going to have a whole lot more movement. You're going to see the puck bounce a lot more. So what wouldn't have been icing with a long slide, a great chance here, bringing the puck down from his hand to his stick.
Couldn't just corral that in time. A good heads-up play, though, by the Avalanches. Again, Avonview with it along the outside. Looking to carry it across, back cross-ice pass, a shot caught there by Austin Surratt.
Yeah, Peb really needs to get some confidence back in their play, get back in their own real style of play. The Avalanche have really imposed their will on Peb today, where they had a decent showing in the first game. Right now, they're just back on their heels. And even not a goal, but a good power play, generating quality chances, can build a lot of confidence back in the team, and they really need that right now.
As Avalanche with the puck in their own zone. Again, they're going to be pressing hard. They need at least one goal if they're hoping to get the full 5 points available to them in this game. As that shot, again, another good save there by Austin Surratt, who seems to be right in the good mindset so far here in the third period. He's made some good saves.
Well, from what he made earlier, he wants to make up for that. Especially as a younger kid, he's going to be frustrated for letting a bad one in. So he needs to step up and make sure the rest of the game, he holds his team where it is. He knows that if he goes down another one, it's pretty much game over. 4 goal deficit this late, it's going to be really tough for them to come out of where they're not generating real offense.
As Avalanche get another shot, and then Sharks finally able to clear it, but Avalanche quickly regaining possession, going right back on the attack.
Need some water there, bud? Take a break.
I'm doing all right for now. Give me another 5 minutes and we'll see.
I was going to say, I just take over. You can take a shift. You do color commentary. We can take turns.
As the Avalanche going right back on the attack, now with the puck along the boards, trying to get it out and into some space. And now the Sharks come up with it. That pass, though, into the feet, but able to recover. It's a race for it now, but a great defensive play there. That number 4, Blake Rogers, has 1 goal so far in this game. He's been making some great defensive plays.
That was a great defensive play, staying pace with him, not drawing a penalty, waiting for him to have to stick handle that puck out in front of him. And once he did, lifted his stick and took him basically right out of the play. It would have been an opportunity where, yes, you could take a good penalty, but smart heads-up play and a good hustle eliminated the need for a penalty and took away any kind of scoring chance there.
As again, the Sharks got the puck into the attacking zone but didn't even generate a shot as it goes all the way back down, though, so that's going to be an icing against the Avalanche and more frustration showing by the actions of the Par-en-Bas skaters.
Well, the longer this game goes without a goal for PEB, the more frustrations they're going to have. And the more frustrations they have, the more hits, the more penalties they're going to take. It makes the hole deeper. You've got to get out of that mindset. You've got to focus on playing your hockey game, and you've got to generate some chances. All those hits aren't going to do anything at this point. One good, clean one might swing it, get some momentum for you, but you've got to make sure it's clean, and you've got to get on the board.
Face off now in the Avalanche zone. Par-en-Bas taking a bit too long on their line change there. And now here they go. Sharks with it now, but Avalanche able to take that puck right back. Now looking to get it out. That shot from the point gets through the traffic, but sent easily aside by McDonald. And now here come the Avalanche right back on the attack.
But another heads-up play by the Avalanche defense. That shot was coming in, and the defenseman had a chance to play it, but instead allowed it to go all the way to the goalie, who was already set to play it. If he had played it and tipped it, redirected it by mistake on the goalie, that might have gone by. So a good heads-up to leave it and allow the goalie to make the play and then go after the rebound.
Avalanche dumping that one right back into the Sharks zone, and now it's Par-en-Bas looking to go on the breakout. Here come the Sharks. That's Dion with it now. Cross-ice pass intercepted by the Avalanche, but Avalanche finally able to clear it out on the second attempt. Sharks still trying to continue to put on that pressure as they just dump it in as the majority of the team goes for a line change. Avalanche with speed. Here comes Salzman. Salzman coming in shot. That one goes wide of the net and all the way back out.
That's dangerous now because the PEB's got a break of its own, but lost the handle on the puck.
Another good defensive play there by Blake Rogers, the one-man back, able to take away a good offensive opportunity from the Sharks. Rogers now sends it up to Turnbull. Here comes Turnbull, sends it cross-ice over to Salzman. Salzman now looking to carry this one in, but loses it. And now the Sharks able to recover. A pretty ill-advised no-look pass there as no one was there to receive it for the Sharks. Avalanche dumped that one right back in as Surratt tried to corral it, but it gets by his stick. And now
Turnbull had lured their headman pass, but he was kind of in between the two PEB D-men. So it was a tough pass, and he didn't make it. So he had to stop up at the blue line and then try and come in his own. A huge break on a line change here.
Here comes number 3. Koleski already has 1 goal, but gets that puck taken away. And now here come the Sharks. Back and forth play here in the third. Doucette, though, unable to get through. Puck comes out in front, a bouncing puck, and McDonald able to corral that one. A great job there by Joe McDonald. Hasn't seen a lot of action in this third period, but he's still on his game.
I almost forgot he's down in that, but that was a beautiful save. That puck he was moving to his right, so already drifting across the ice. And the puck bounced up on him and came back in the play. Moving away, he reached out with his glove hand, sometimes called a goal trapper, and covered that up for the freeze.
We'll make it a thing by the end of this tournament.
Oh, it's going to be a thing. I don't know if it's going to be a thing that anyone outside of the crew talks about, but it'll totally be a thing.
Getting ready for the face-off now, out in front of McDonald. Shots are 29-24 in favor of the Avalanche. Face-off won by the Sharks, and a quick shot off, kicked aside by McDonald.
Yeah, great reaction time by McDonald. That shot was just inside the face-off circle and low, and a good reaction butterfly save to kick that one away. No matter what, he's had a strong game tonight.
He has a strong game, still has the shutout going.
How could you do that to him?
I just realized
How could you do that to him?
You trapped me for that, though. That's a great offensive chance again for Ryan Koleski. I can't believe you trapped me into doing that. The Avalanche going into attack. As a former goaltender myself, I'm absolutely furious with myself that I would say such a thing.
Oh.
That's a Kevin Northup move right there.
Oh, you pulled a Northup. Who is likely not listening to us tonight, but we will definitely.
He's most likely currently calling a QMHL game or getting ready to.
There you go. We'll just have to tweet at him later and remind him that we gave him a shout-out.
Yeah. My fellow co-worker, Kevin Northup, over at Eastlink Community TV. Yeah. Though he gets paid to do what I'm currently doing, I take vacation days to do it.
Hey, we're happy for him. It was always fun doing play-by-play and commentary down here for the Mariners games with him, and we're definitely all happy that he's got the role that he has up there and he's enjoying it.
Oh, everything I know about commentary I learned from Kevin Northup. I also applied for the same job that he did, and when I found out he got it, I'm like, oh, that makes perfect sense.
I was going to say, you learned everything from him, so did he teach you goal trapper?
Sometimes I feel like I want to go outside. You want to improv some stuff, see if it works.
Okay.
As the Sharks going right back on the attack, it's Miguel Dion trying to get that one through, but the puck, the net, comes off of its bearings before the puck can cross the line.
His bearings? Kind of pegs there, isn't it?
Pegs, bearing.
Anyway, nice save by McDonald. The puck kind of trapped right in that little toe curve of the pads. He wasn't quite sure where it was, and Peb unable to bang that in. And when he pushed off, the net came off and got the whistle, but that was dangerous down in the blue paint.
Par-en-Bas doing a much better job this period and at least generating some good offensive chances, but McDonald has stood tall so far. As here comes Rogers with a lot of speed. That shot goes right into the glove of Austin Surratt, who holds onto it just a bit too long, and the referee calls for the whistle.
Yeah, I think Peb's getting a lot more chances because the Avalanche aren't pressing like they were. They've come off the gas a little bit. It's not that full man press on the offensive end. You don't see that big forecheck. They're playing defensively right now, and still the third period's up for grabs. Nobody's scored yet, so there are points on the board available for these teams, and now we get another break.
Here comes Par-en-Bas Sharks in on the attack with some space. Shot saved by McDonald, and unfortunately, number 17, Ethan Doucette, could not get to the rebound quick enough. Avalanche seemed to take exception to that, but that puck was loose as Doucette was streaking towards it. I don't have a problem with that type of rush.
It was a bang-bang play for him. He was coming in. A little bit of ruffled feathers, if you will, because Doucette kind of got his stick between the legs of the Avalanche player there at the end. You're going to see him as they kind of turn here. So they kind of get up into each other's face, but the lumber gets applied a little bit too liberally.
As now Avalanche looking to go right back on the counterattack, taking advantage of the more fresh ice with allowing those longer passes. As now it's the Sharks with it, trying to get it out, but kept right back in by Phillips at the line.
That was a late hit by Doucette again, who's clearly upset. Phillips dumped that in. Could have had almost a full 3 count before he got a hit at the blue line.
At that point, shot can't get through all the bodies. That time it was a pass, maybe looking for a deflection there from the point. And the Sharks finally able to clear it out, but sent right back in by number 12, Phillips, for the Avalanche.
Yeah, no, and Peb needs to calm down right now. Doesn't matter if you took a hit, if you're frustrated, whatever. You need to chill out. You need to play a smart game. Good that Doucette's going off to the bench. He needs to cool off. You don't need to draw any penalties right now. You could still come out of this game with a point here in the third period.
Just one goal right now is all that's needed to be able to take command of the possible point up for grabs here in the third period. That's going to be touched by a high stick, and that's going to be a whistle. Face-off should be in Par-en-Bas zone.
Indeed it is.
I make some assumptions correctly.
Yeah, so you're doing just fine. I wouldn't make you name any new products I create, but otherwise you're doing fine. 5:05 left here in the third. Shots 27-31 in favor of the Avalanche.
It's off the face-off. The Sharks are the ones that come up with it. Now here comes Par-en-Bas. Par-en-Bas coming back in on the attack. That shot looks like it went off the mask of McDonald.
It may have been a using your face moment.
Sharks, though, just trying to keep that puck in the offensive zone. They do with some space, but fans on the shooting attempt, but it works out for them as it goes right onto the stick of, I believe that's number 77, Young.
It is indeed, and what looked to be a great scoring chance turned into the worst replay that we may have shown today, turned into a goal and potentially winning period goal. Sometimes the bounces go your way, sometimes they do not. That time Peb got a bounce.
Number 14, Brendan Smith, he's going to be saying that's what he meant to do the whole time.
I planned that all the way. I figured I'd go down, fool everyone, lure them in some false sense of security, and then pass off.
Hayden Young, he had a wide open cage to work with, and he did the smart thing is he didn't try to get too fancy and top shelf it. Just, I'm going to take this puck and into the net you go.
If you're going to pick that up like a football and just ran it in, that's the safest thing to do. But he had a ton of real estate out there, and you saw once Pep had control, he was wide open. And I think that's what caused the initial kerfuffle on the play, because he wanted to take the shot, saw the open man, and then just whiffed on everything and was able to corral it and get it over there. So a great goal putting Peb on the board now. So the Avalanche needs to come back and see if they can tie that to take some points away.
And I will take a quick second to apologize to Joe McDonald. I did curse his shutout attempt, which is no longer on the board. So I personally apologize to Joe McDonald. I have to apologize for it, JR. I'm partially responsible.
I couldn't believe you said it. I couldn't believe it. A Pep player going off. I don't know who it is. Looks like he took a shot maybe to the ribs or is a bit winded. So they just got him off the ice.
We'll see how the Avalanche respond now. They're still up by 2, but they are losing the period. Par-en-Bas looking to get whatever points they can, at least trying to walk away with something out of this game.
Yeah, no. Getting points at least out of this third period will be huge, especially being down as bad as they were. Just unable to get things going. So coming away that's not a shutout will be huge for them right now.
Here come the Sharks, but get just bullied off of that puck as the Avalanche looking to get right back on the attack. Here they come, but again, the Sharks able to hold them up at the blue line. Neutral zone puck being passed along back and forth between both the teams. No one able to get command of it, but here come the Avalanche. That one, though, just a toe offside.
I was like, I was watching the far end of that ice the whole time, and I only saw one Avalanche player, and the whistle goes off. I'm like, how is he offside? He had the puck. And then I look down here by the boards, and I see, what was it, Salzman?
I believe.
Yeah.
I couldn't quite see the number, but you also saw him kind of looking guilty as he realized he was standing just a little bit too far.
Yeah, it was 21 Salzman who was down there, and I looked, I'm like, oh, there was another player that was likely offside.
It's off the face-off. The Sharks try to send that right back over to the Avalanche side of the ice. Avalanche now trying to push it through. But the Sharks now, both teams kind of playing keep away at this point as they're just passing it back and forth to each other. Oh, almost a mishandle there by the Sharks, though. Able to keep it away from the skates and the sticks of the Avalanche.
With 3:10 left to go now, though, the Avs, if they want to get on this board in the third period and take points away, they're going to need to get some offensive zone pressure. And right now, Peb's just kind of forcing them to play neutral ice.
As here comes Koleski, a shot saved by Austin Surratt, and who then sends the puck over into the corner. Here come the Avalanche again. That shot, bouncing puck out in front, sprawling Surratt. Luckily for him, his defender's able to bail him out on that one. Here come the Sharks again. That one, though, again, just coming a bit offside. Looks like an Avalanche player and a Shark player have a quick hug.
Yeah, man, hug it out. It was a solid stop there at the line. A lot of these kids know each other. They've played against each other before. Plus, I mean, even if you don't, it's good to keep the animosity out of the play between the whistles. You can throw a solid hit. You can get rocked by a solid hit, but you get up. It's part of the game, right? That's what I always loved about football. I mean, they play hard out, full contact, and sometimes you see those guys helping the other guy right back up off the ground.
See that a lot. Here comes Young, has one goal already. Again, that one going up and above. Young has had some great offensive opportunities in this game, but he keeps seeming to miss the net. Because now it's the puck rolling all the way back to the Sharks' end of the ice, and now Sharks looking to once again, still coming up with just a little over 2 minutes left. Still time enough for the Sharks to tie this one up, maybe get an extra point.
The curious thing that I would think of right now is, will the Avalanche pull their goalie to try and score a goal in this third period, but then allow the Peb Sharks to come within a goal late?
It is a very interesting possibility there. We'll see what the coach decides. The Sharks now still with it. They get one here, though. This could completely change how this game's going to end, as that one, though, just rolls up into McDonald, who just covers it up with the blocker.
Yeah, I was going to say the net was off the pegs there, but no whistle because it had just kind of knocked off. But you could see some daylight underneath the net and the ice. So
the refs using their discretion there, saw the possible offensive opportunity for the Sharks. Didn't want to completely take that away just for the net kind of being a little bit off. As that shot gets deflected up high into the rafters. That puck came down like a Plinko chip a bit before it finally made its way back to the ice.
I would think if Avalanche can get offensive control in the zone under a minute, you pull your goalie. You've had such control of the game that even if they do get an open net goal with a little bit of time, you should have no problem keeping them boxed out. And I think it's worth it to go for the point. We'll see if the coaches agree or think I am crazy.
Yeah, I can see the logic of both sides and the advantages and disadvantages on the both sides. It all depends on, is your coach a gambler or not?
It's not even a gambler. I feel confident about my defense. I felt that they've played strongly. The one goal they've gotten, is fine. I don't think they're going to get another one this late in the game. I would pull my goalie once we get control. That's a long shooting from center ice that goes high, so the faceoff's going to be towards their end. A minute left. I would pull him. I'd at least have him at the faceoffs. Put him at the hash marks.
It's an interesting dilemma, and we'll see what they decide. Faceoff, though, won by the Sharks. And it could be a possibility. I saw McDonald. He was pretty far out of his blue paint there off of that faceoff, but now it's a penalty going against the Sharks.
Now you pull him. You pull him no matter what. You got a penalty on the Sharks. You're going to get a face-off in the offensive end. You pull the goalie. 55 seconds. 6-on-4. You got to pull him.
And that's number 21, Dion, going in there.
Yeah, just got to stick there in the skates. Tripped up number 4. You can see the sweep. That's a frustration move. That's not what you wanted.
That's a I just got beat move, and I need to do anything I can.
4 going off as well.
Try and stop there. Oh, maybe it's some extracurriculars after the fact.
Oh, and there goes now you pull him. Offsetting, he'll come outside the zone.
And it's still 5-on-5.
Yeah, 5-on-5. You've got to get offensive control. So if the Avs, again, win the faceoff, bring it to the off. If you've got control center ice in, goalie should be chasing with you. Right? To the bench, get the extra man on, try and get a goal. If you give one up, no big deal.
You're already down in the period as Sharks, good offensive opportunity there, but again, McDonald doing some great work in his crease.
The only problem is, as coaches, you don't normally play these period points.
It's true.
So you're thinking, I'm winning. Why would I pull my goalie to try and get more goals? But you have to remember that you're getting scored on the periods. So if you're thinking that way, get control, pull the goalie, try and tie this up to take points away from Peb.
It goes against the conventional wisdom, and it looks like Par-en-Bas calling the timeout here. As there's 51.6 seconds left, 2-goal deficit. You could still tie this one up.
You could totally tie it up. If you can get a quick goal off of this one, but like I said, if the Avs win the face-off, I pull the goalie as they move out. The goalie should be edging towards the bench. You get control in the offensive zone, goalie's out. If they come back, you bring him back in. But you need to challenge and try and get a goal in this period to get points. I don't think that the Avalanche are at risk of losing to Peb, even if they give up an open net goal. Center ice, full team.
Still plenty of time. I 100% seer logic. I just don't know as a head coach. It goes against all the conventional wisdom you have as in a normal coaching situation for a hockey team.
Right, and that's the thing. In a normal game, this would be, no, you don't pull your goalie, I'm crazy.
No.
But when you're playing for period-by-period points, this is when you need to take the goalie out and try and tie this one up in the third to take points away from Peb and get that half point for you.
Especially at this point, because in a normal game, that would just be trying to run up the score.
Right.
Because most hockey leagues don't even count into the goal for goals against situation.
They're not considering it at all. McDonald made no kind of move.
Oh.
No, he's just out to challenge because they have the puck. So
here come the Sharks, though, still maybe trying to tie this one up late, though I imagine that the Sharks' Surratt isn't going anywhere because you at least are guaranteeing yourself 1 point.
Yeah, no, he's
so
definitely
far
not
at
going
this
anywhere.
one. Sharks, though, still with it at the point. That one, though, gets knocked up and into Par-en-Bas' bench with 18.8 left here in the third.
Yeah, no, the Avalanche goalie is comfortable in there. They're not going to pull him. Now, I don't know if that's the coach not thinking to play period by period and not thinking about those points, or just they don't want to risk it, thinking let's not go down more and make a close game. Love to be able to ask him after and be like, hey, why didn't you pull the goalie? But, you know, it is what it is.
As now, off the face-off, the Sharks just dumping it back in as we're coming up on the final 10 seconds.
I mean, if you hadn't jinxed him and ruined the shutout, it'd be a whole different thing. You know, maybe they'd think about doing that. But now that you've cursed him.
And that's going to do it for this third one. Par-en-Bas, though, walking away with 1 point in this one. As the Avalanche end up with 4. They won 2 periods, 2 overall for winning the game. Par-en-Bas winning the final period. They at least walk away with 1 point, and that'll do it for us here in this third period. That was still a pretty good game that we got to watch.
Still a good game. The Avalanche kind of dominated most of the game. Peb finally got some bounces towards the end. Still a good game of hockey, some good physical play, some great breakouts and dekes. It was a good game to watch. It just didn't go as well for Peb as they would have hoped with the early game. So I guess the answer to our early story is you want fresh legs or the experience. Fresh legs seemed to beat it out because Avalanche was all over Peb through the game.
It seems that the Avalanche did absolutely take that one. Those fresh legs did come in handy. Stay tuned right here. We have the opening ceremonies coming up next. We'll have that being live streamed as well, as I can already see the red carpet going down. And then after that, we have the final female exhibition game being played between Yarmouth and Par-en-Bas immediately after the opening ceremonies. So you are watching the MC Media's continuing coverage of Cooks Cup 2018. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
So now you got to adjust the level down. Likely going to be too loud on the cooking here, but I'll. Yeah.
They don't stay in. team is. I bet you I know. My name. Oh, that's personal. I bet you.
What?
Welcome back.
Hello everybody and welcome to the 12th Annual Coast Cup presented by Pleasant Supplies Timber Market. My name is Sean McClellan and I'll be your MC for tonight for these opening ceremonies. We would like to thank all the teams and their families from near and far that have come to compete in this year's Coast Cup. We would like to now ask the teams to come onto the ice, starting with the girls division. Please welcome the Yarmouth Vikings and the Par-en-Bas Sharks. Now, with the girls division, please welcome the Avonview Avalanche, the Barrington Barons, Summit Carrefour, the Clare Root, Parkview Panthers, West Kings Wolverines, and the Sir John A. Plains. And now your two co-host teams, the Par-en-Bas Sharks and the Yarmouth Vikings.
Nick, you might want to run down and like turn that thing down. It's kind of screws and stairs.
We would like to welcome to the ice the principal for Yarmouth Consolidated Memorial High School, Dawn Berry. And representing Par-en-Bas is assistant coach and teacher Daniel LeBlanc. Would either of you like to say a few words? Teachers that are shy. And please welcome to the owner of Pleasant Supplies Timber Mart, Mr. Brian Bowers. Without them, this tournament would not be on. We would like to now ask Albert or Trina Moore, the members of the organizing committee, to speak on behalf of the tournament. Here's Albert.
Well, I don't know what this is all about. The other three don't want to say anything, so I must have the biggest mouth. So first off, we want to thank all the teams that were able to participate this year. We hope you had fun, played hard. At the end there'll be a couple winning teams, and the Cook's Cup will be around here somewhere. I want to thank Brian for stepping up from Timber Mart, Pleasant Supplies. This is I know it's the 12th annual Cook's Cup, but it's the second one that's been hosted by Pleasant Supplies, Timber Mart. They really stepped up and pretty much saved this tournament. Next up's a big thank you to all the parents, volunteers who put this on. It's not easy, it takes a lot of work, a lot of commitment, a lot of planning. So a big hand to them. Other than that, we're going to keep this pretty simple and focus on hockey. Hope everybody has fun, has a good tournament. May the best teams win.
We would now like to ask Evan Sonia, the captain of the Yarmouth Vikings, and Miguel Guillon, newly named captain of the Par-en-Bas Sharks, to come to center ice for the ceremonial puck drop with Brian Bowers of Timber Mart. We would now like all the grade 12s to please make their way to center ice for a group photo. From the girls division, the Par-en-Bas Sharks, which is a mixture of Penda and Leclerc players, Josette Doctremont, Amy DeVoe, and Renee Glenn. From the Yarmouth Vikings, Sadie Breton, Laura Jones, Isabel Olson, Isabel Fitzgerald, Hannah Dion, Kat Kinney, Reem Isa, Abby Cushing, Emma Hiltz, and Chloe Donaldson. From the boys division, Avonview Avalanche, Ryan Koleski, Jeremy Davison, Cole Boudelier, Hayden Burgess, Jack Sheehan, Ethan Saltzman, Will Keynes, Joe McDonald, Keegan Turnbull, and Dan Lord. From the Barrington Barons, Tanner Bateman, Jude Greenwood, Jaden Link, Cameron Nickerson, Shane Wyatt, Adrian Nickerson, and Jackson Atwood. From the West Kings Wolverines, Carson Hake, Cole Peters, Dexter Newell, and Owen St. Nicholas. From the Clare Loop, Miguel Dugas, Spencer Dugas, Braden Trimper, Alex Dugas, Chad Melanson, and Mitch McLean. From the Parkview Panthers, Ben Chisholm, Nick Croft, Zach Gladwin, Connor Goodett, Evan Henniger, Carter Lee, Colton Lonis, Morgan McLean, Tyler Mason, Ben Peverill, Mark Sabian, Brandon Cinder, Noah Wilkie, Liam Young, and Connor Zink. From Sunday Carrefour, Jeremy Wolf, Luke Bennett, Cameron Ludford, Matthew Delano, and Cash Layton. From the Sir John A. Flames, Liam Tompkins, Alexander Lewis, Ewan Galloway, Josh Farmer, Alex McDonald, Dawson Duran, Justin Paul, Braden Hayes, and from the Par-en-Bas Sharks, Ryland Dontremont, Miguel Dion, Ethan Doucette, Isaac Nickerson, Justin Goodwin, and Miguel Surratt. From the Yarmouth Vikings, Shaylee Fee, Oakley Ryerson, Spencer Surratt, and Jared Miner. Smile. To all grade 12s, thank you for everything you've done for high school sports, and good luck in all your future endeavors. And our host teams, the Vikings and Sharks, would like to extend a big shout out to the Yarmouth and Pet parents for organizing and running a great event, and also thanks to all of our event sponsors. That's it for our opening ceremonies, and we'd like to thank you all for coming up. Up next, we have a girls' game between Par-en-Bas and Yarmouth, and that's in Arena 1. In boys' action at 7:30, Parkview and Barrington face off in Arena 2. And the last game of the opening day is an 8:30 matchup between Summit Carrefour and the Yarmouth Vikings. That's at 8:30.
Yeah, they should have called the whole team.